Anyway, in response to his winning of the Nobel Prize, which he got, by the way, for studying climate change, global warming, and how to solve this climate problem, which he took seriously. His solution, indeed, he said it was the only solution, was a market solution. Raise the price of institutions, companies that pollute the air, basically. Well, I've always found this extraordinary. You raise the price. That means people who have to buy these things are going to be hurt. What an interesting way of solving a problem, hurting large numbers of people. Wouldn't it be easier just to outlaw the practice? Why this playing around with markets? And to tell us that the market solution is the only solution? That's straight out wrong. Let me give you a couple of examples. 100 years ago, one of the great horrors of capitalism was child labor. The practice of capitalists to lower the wages they had to pay, to hire children as young as 5 and 6 years of age, pay them very little, and stick them in place of adults who would have had to be paid more. And of course, these children were lost in terms of their schooling, which they lost, in terms of their childhood, which they lost. It was thought to be a horror. Now, of course, a market solution might have been to raise the wages that had to be paid to children, and there were some efforts to do that. But thankfully, American families rose to the occasion and said, no market solution. Cut. None of it. Make it a crime to hire children. Guess what? Solved the problem. And it didn't have to do it by a market, which would have been difficult and slow. Market solution? Nah. Not advisable here.